What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be fixing this leaning fence. So the main purpose of it leaning is it's a pretty long run. This is for our dog yard. We raise dogs, and I didn't put any concrete at the bottom of the 4x4s when I put them in about 3 years ago. And the reason is because the concrete will just make the post rot. Then when you got to replace them, then you're trying to pull up and whole 4x4 with concrete in it. So what we're gonna do, I don't know how far you can tell it's leaning, but I'm going to reinforce it with T-posts. Now I'm right here on this mini excavator, and what I'm gonna do carefully is see where my top brace board runs right through there. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but I'm gonna push gently there and try to get it straight. And while this holds it there, then I'm gonna go through on the other side, drive in my T-post, and then I'll show you these little U adapter or little U clamps that then I can screw to the back of those horizontal support 2x4s, and that'll help. A trooper's talking to you. And that'll help hold that fence up good. T-posts will take a really long time to corrode into nothing, so I shouldn't really have to worry about that in my lifetime. But anyway, and then also whenever you do need to replace the 4x4s, if you choose to even put them back, I guess it holds the bracing really good together. Then you can have your T-post there that's going to support your fence while you go through and put your new 4x4s in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to try to get that as straight as I can, and then take the T-post, set them in on the back, and I'll try to show you a little bit of how I'm doing that. So started right here, carefully using my bucket. I'm sure I might scrape some of the paint off. Not a huge deal. Not quite as straight as I'd like, but it's way more level than it was. It was leaning out. I mean, pretty close to right over here from where it's at. So push it back quite a bit, and I'm gonna go around through the back. And first I'm gonna show you these little clamps actually I got on the cart over here. Just got them at Lowe's. There's a few different ones. You can get them with like the conduit, and there's some in the plumbing, but they look like these. I get the 1.5-inch ones, and we'll use those, and I'll show you how to screw them on there. By the way, it's about 100 degrees out here today. It's awful, but so things always go. So I have conduit around here with electricity that runs from our building to this light over here, so that's what that is. The trickiest part is using one of your T-post drivers. When you're up against something, you can do it. You just got to be careful. It's definitely easier to go ahead and add these when you're building your fence, which I have a video on that too. But now I'll show you in here. You can see how much this fence leans. It's not so much a curve. I mean, it wasn't the straightest thing in the world when we put it up, but that post specifically, let's see, right there leans way out. And you can actually tell, if you come look at these, see the side of the hole, or there's still a hole over here, that means it needs to come on out, because this one right here is what's leaning the worst. And the hole starts right here at the tip of my foot. You can see how much this main post right here needs to come in. That one's the biggest problem, but I kind of want to straighten as I go. I got a few 7-foot T-posts. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my best. Hopefully there's enough moisture in the ground that I can get this driven into the ground. So it's not really in the ground as far as I'd like. However, I didn't want to buy the 8-foot T-post, because that's when the price really goes up. And you don't have to get one up on this top board. It definitely helps, because that's where most of your pull is, right? But I got it to where the anchor's in the ground. I'm probably, about 1.5 feet in the ground, which should suffice, especially since I'm doing multiple of these. Get it straight as I can. And you notice I did use the flat side, go up against the boards, because my hook's gonna go around it like this. When I screw it in, let's go ahead and see if I can get one of these open with one hand. That's what they look like. Of course, you want your drill with your bit, and I just got some, I think these are like 2-inch screws I got. They should be about right. I want it to go as deep as I can into the 2x4 without going out the other side of the fence. Almost got these out. So this is what they look like. And again, the ones I got are the 1.5 inch. Should fit over our T-posts almost perfectly. See that, how that holds on there? Put the screws in and boom. Where did I get down here? So I'm not gonna be able to use the drill and video with one hand. However, I'm gonna show you what I'm about to do. There we have it. Not really any need to put one on the bottom. You can if you got a lot of extra, but top one mostly, middle one, that's what it looks like. Now when I let off the excavator, I'm sure that T-post is gonna pull just a little bit, but hopefully keep it mostly straight. Now I'm gonna work my way on down there with the excavator and keep on going until we get it as straight as we can. Got them in. I think I did 5 total, and it's now a lot straighter than where I started. Been needing to do that for quite a while. I get up close to it here. It was out just a little bit, but not bad. And it's not straight down here where we had to curve in to get our attached to our pumpkin patches down here. It kind of does curve out into like that to match up this fence that was, this was actually here first. But yeah, hopefully this helps y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.